good evening to all, and to all a good night. Oh, wait, no, we say that at the end. Sorry. Well, I guess we're going to call it. No, it's too early.
We're done.
We're done already. The curtain goes up and we fall down. I don't know exactly how that works. Baker, it is good to see you. Sushi, Guardian Down, good to see all of you. Thank you guys for being here on a Thursday beverage podcasting evening. I practically forgot who I am. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And that's Keith. That's
and
right.
Are we hoppy?
We are going to be very happy
Don't
today.
worry,
Here
be
we
happy.
go. Crocodile, it is good to see you. Don't worry, be happy. It's true. 94 today. Blah. Yeah, it was in the low 90s for us as well, Sushi. It's gross. Absolutely gross in April getting into the 90s. Thankfully, this is like the only day you looked for a couple weeks, we hope. Saying a small prayer or wishing upon a star.
80s. There's
yeah, but no 90s
80s
though.
And then a 70 on Monday.
Okay.
And yeah. So,
and then...
Yeah. And it's still cool in the mornings.
What is it on
And
Tuesday
at night.
when we'll be up in Phoenix at a baseball game?
Well, I don't know. Tuesday it'll be warmer in Phoenix, no matter what.
God damn it, I don't like to see it.
Well, because that's the way Phoenix is.
You expect rain this weekend in California? Whee! Crocodile, that sounds all right, though.
81 here on Tuesday, so it'll probably be like 85, 86.
Okay, times two. Isn't that like isn't it Tucson temperature times pi? Isn't that how you figure out how the heat of Phoenix is?
Is that how it
I
is?
think that's what the factor is.
That is confusing.
But yeah, we are here for some beverage podcasting once again. We've got quite a cornucopia of waters to try from a company that sent us some things to check out, and
We always appreciate that.
yeah, exactly. If we like them, we might be able to pass on some savings and some fun to you guys as well. So we'll.
Is there any CBD in any of these?
There is not, but
No,
there is.
okay.
There are some. Is it nootropics? Is that how you pronounce it?
Nootropics?
Yeah. Are you familiar with that?
I'm familiar with the old tropics.
Okay. There's
but not the new tropics.
It's like mood boosting ingredients. Caffeine
Oh.
actually falls under that, which
Well,
I did
that
not
is-
know of. There are like 7 things that
It
are
is
like
the
kind
mood
of
booster.
This does not have caffeine in it, but it's basically to help like alertness and all different sorts of things. Guardian Down hitting with the 31-month resub.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
I will definitely finish whatever I have walked into a bar to get for sure. Guardian Down, thank you for the 31 months. This month is going to be different. Here's a joke called an alcoholic having marital problems because of his drinking. 1 of 3? Oh my
no.
God. Why do these have to
Oh,
get so
no.
long? Why must these go so long? Oh, man. Goes to a bar, gets so drunk, he pukes all over himself. Oof. Lamenting that his wife will leave him because of this, a guy at the bar says, just say someone else puked on you. Okay, I have actually heard this joke. I will finish it. It's very funny.
Okay.
I have actually heard this joke. It's very funny. So I will keep saying it because it's very funny. Okay, so he goes into the bar. He pukes all over himself. He's upset that his wife is going to, leave him because of this. The guy says, just say someone else puked on you. And they put a 20 in your shirt pocket to cover the cleaning. What a great idea. So the drunk guy returns home, beelines to the restroom to get cleaned up. His wife finds his dirty clothes with vomit all over them. She confronts him. Livid, I tell you. And he says, some other guy puked all over me and stuck $20 in my pocket for the trouble. It should still be in there. Check it. His wife pulls out the cash from his pocket and says, honey, there's $40 in here. Confused for a moment, he suddenly remembers and says, oh yeah, he crapped in my pants too. Yeah, that's that is a good one.
Gross.
There's the button. Yeah,
Vivid.
yeah, vivid,
But funny.
vivid and disgusting. Vivid and disgusting. Guardian Down, thank you for the 31-month resub. Appreciate it. That is a good one. I also heard another pretty good joke the other day, but it might be too early to tell it.
Too early?
I think it's too early in the evening. Maybe once we've had some wine or something like that.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
I'll spill it. It's a little more on the a little off color, as they would say.
Oh,
Little. It's of a sexual nature. I don't want to start with that right away. It's not the time to do that. But yeah, back to
ease into sexual.
We're gonna ease into the sexual jokes.
You gotta have a little foreplay.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
Little,
Gotta
banter foreplay.
buy us dinner or some drinks first. Apparently,
right.
I think that's how it works. But yeah, we've got some waters that we're going to try. Like I said, all from the same place, but different flavors. And then thought it was an OJ joke. No, that is not. No. We don't have any of those today. there's a lot of good ones, but I think
you and our brother.
Our brother was on fire.
Had a lot of
those are
things
some good
going on
ones.
there,
Those
yeah.
were definitely those were good though. Yeah, I think the funniest one I saw was the one I mentioned in there was like that they should do the funeral procession driven in a Ford Bronco taking the same route. I
would
thought
almost seem to be appropriate. Yes.
but
God, it's hard to believe that was 30 years, almost 30 years ago.
I know.
Ooh.
And it was right when all these other sports, like I think the NBA playoffs were going on.
Yeah, I think it was right around the time Ryan Sandberg retired for the first time.
Oh,
as well.
really?
Right around June, early June, I think. So yeah.
Oh, that
Crazy. I
that
remember
is-
that us at Arbuckle when we either had some of the trial on or when the verdict was announced. I remember.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
That was
big.
it
Yeah,
was
like I mean,
big.
that was on
a big
talk
thing.
shows and everything. That was took the nation by storm.
Oh,
and very
Nordberg.
interesting. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of jokes of the end of the Naked Gun, the first one where they're like, this is us pushing OJ down the ramp and him going flipping into hell, like all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, so the waters that we have, you were kind of asking about it, but yeah, it's believe it's pronounced nootropics.
Okay.
But yeah, it's energy, health benefits. So you were kind of talking earlier. So the company is called Hopwater, ! Beverage command in chat. You can check it out. They're called Hopwater. They reached out to us. They said, hey, we've seen, once again, a lot of things came to us because we were doing non-alcoholic beverages. So we can thank our other brother for that, starting that trend a little bit. We'd done some, but like I said, him kind of doing some of those. And they were like, hey, we saw you tried those. Would you like? And we're like, we actually really like a lot of the Hopwaters. We were on kind of the ground floor of the it's just hops water, but it looks like H2 Ops water or whatever, which they're still around. They do 2 flavors now. They pushed the limits.
They were going to do grapefruit, I think.
Grapefruit is the one I saw. And like I said, and they still have the original. So they were like, hey, can we send? I'm like, yeah,
Sure.
we will try some things. So they sent us a mix pack that you can buy online from them too. It's got classic, which all of these have hops in them. The only thing I think that is kind of odd, at least to me initially, as long as their website is to be correct, their mistakes can always happen. It seems like the exact same hops and base is everything. So you either have the classic, which is just the hop flavor from the hops, or then there's mango, blood orange, and lime we're also going to be trying. And those have the exact same hops and then the like probably a natural flavor added to it because there's no carbs.
Well, I would hope it's natural.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a very unnatural flavor that we've added
We
to.
have an unnatural flavor the way we do this. Planty, it is good to see you. How are you doing this fine evening? Good to see everybody here. So stress busting hops. I did not know hops helped with stress.
They are not depressant, but
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no, they're
Stress
hops
reliever?
are
Okay.
something that at least in a modified amount, or they do calm you.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yep.
But anyway, and this also has 120% of your daily value of vitamin C.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, it is an interesting, you were starting to talk beforehand. I said, I'm not going to answer any of these questions because this is literally what we can talk about on the show.
And where are they located?
You said that and I have no idea.
Oh, we don't know. Okay.
I mean, they're a national company, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, LA.
Los Angeles, California, at least what it says. You can go right to their offices, 12130 Millennium Drive,
Millennium
Los Angeles,
Drive. Okay.
Los Angeles, California.
Millennium Falcon Drive.
Millennium Falcon Drive. But yeah, they're trying to thread, it seems like, an interesting needle between just not only the non-alcoholic kind of like, but I still kind of want a beer and want that kind of feeling or sparkling beverage. But then they're also kind of adding in like, oh, here's some health benefits. Here's some vitamin C. So I am cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping they taste good because it's always like, well, I like all the other things you're saying. Please taste good as well. So we'll find that out here very shortly. And since they're leaning so much into the beer thing, I actually brought in beer glasses.
Oh, I like that.
That's why I did that.
And it's always a good opportunity to bust out the Teku.
Yeah, that is
stemware
thing. Starting the Fallout series tonight. Ooh, I know, I'm excited. I want to watch some of those too. I might watch at least one of those tonight because I'm sure people will start talking about that in chat. Have you been watching any new series at all lately or started anything?
What have we? No. I watched a couple episodes of Northern Exposure.
Oh, okay. That's
I've
not on
heard people-
Pornhub, is it?
Huh?
That's not on Pornhub, is
That's
it?
Southern Exposure.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I knew it was something.
Complete exposure. Total exposure. You guys were talking about Resident Alien, so I was talking with Pocket about that.
I think you guys would both like it. Like,
Somebody
I think it's
recommended. I can't remember what it was.
We're one episode away from finishing the first season. We're not at 9. Okay. We finished the 9th one, so we have one more, and then that first season. I guess there's 3 seasons.
I've heard people talking about Shogun.
We've watched 1 or 2 episodes that I like. I think we both kind of liked it. It's kind of, Game of Thrones is probably pushing it, but it's that kind of thing where it's like, the period piece-ish kind of thing. I mean, that obviously Game of Thrones is not a period piece, but it's, that feels like Suits of Armor and all that kind of stuff. This is kind of like a period piece kind of thing, but a little more grisly, I guess. I don't know. It's that kind of thing. I liked it. Like I said, we just haven't gotten back to it.
Okay.
But yeah, we wanted to watch Shogun, and there's also something on Netflix. It's that Three Body Problem. Is that what it's called? Chat. What is it called? It's something like that, but it's from the people that did Game of Thrones actually, and they just put out I think their first season, and I've heard that is supposed to be pretty decent. But yeah, Fallout is the other one that people are going to start talking about, so I want to maybe catch up on watching that.
Ben was talking about it says on Netflix. It's like he said it's kind of like The Boys, but it's a cartoon, like
Invincible.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I watched a couple episodes. I just don't like anime.
Okay, and that's funny because he was saying he actually likes that. It likes the anime, but I guess The Boys is coming out in a couple months. I think.
I think so. I think there's another season of that. Yeah. I watched a couple. Like it's totally fine. I know several people that do that normally don't like that. I don't know. There's something about that. I like animation. I like Disney movies. I like Pixar movies. There's always like that weird thing of what's anime, what's not anime. Right. So I like animated movies. I like stories. There's something about that style where it's like it's missing 5 frames every whatever. It's like it's not like fluid. There's always it's not just jump cuts, but it just feels like the animation in general is always like there's just something. It's just not my thing. It's always like, hey, should we go out to dinner? No, I don't want to. I'm going to stab you in the throat and blood's going to go everywhere. It's like, okay, I got it. Like, okay, it's 50 episodes now. That same thing. But
that's fortunate. There's a lot of content out there for all types of things.
That's true. No, exactly.
Like for everyone.
I'm happy that it's out there. Like, no, if that's your thing, that's your thing for sure. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't think we've actually started really watching anything else, but you took a little trip last week. That was why you said nay to the podcast.
We did take a little in-state journey to went and saw the last Tuesday. We went to see the Diamondbacks beat the Yankees.
Oh,
the only game they did beat the Yankees.
Did what's his name play the big hitter of the
Rizzo?
No. Oh, was he there though?
Yeah, I actually sent a picture to Baker. Of him
nice.
Batting. I said, zoom in so you can see, and then she sent back Rizzo. So
Rizzo, no, whoever there.
Yeah, no, Aaron Judge was there.
There we go. Yeah,
no,
there we go.
I don't think
Court
we
is in
missed.
session.
The only person that didn't play for the Diamondbacks I wanted to see was Corbin Carroll, but I know he's kind of been struggling out of the gate. So
beat the Yankees, lies.
Yes, well, only one of 3, but we saw it. So.
That was why.
But that was, that was fun. We always, of course, enjoy that. And got a Cub game next week.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go again on Tuesday. 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, I need to go see a Diamondbacks game.
Apparently that is.
So. But then the following day we saw our very first NBA game at Footprint Center.
It's a nice place.
Just right there. It was really. It was cool.
And you went to the Arrogant Butcher, where we're going to be going again next week as well. Oh, that's right. You went there twice.
Twice. The first time was intentional, because I said, well, we could go here. I said to Pocket, but we don't feel like we have to go here because I'll be here in 2 weeks. And she's like, no, let's go. And we, sat outside, and that was nice. Still, the weather was.
I'm glad she liked it too.
Yeah, and then the next day we were like, well, we could go to the Arrogant Butcher again. And we were like, no, let's look for another place. And we walked a few different places. It's where we're staying downtown. It's a kind of a short walk. We could have gotten to Arizona Wilderness.
Oh,
Brewing,
yeah.
But
yeah, that was where Jay and I went before the Tool concert. Okay. We went there, and then we also went to Arrogant Butcher.
Okay.
I wish we'd have gone to Arizona Wilderness longer. That area is amazing.
Yeah.
You should have gone down there.
Row.
It's so cool because there are multiple breweries and places to eat, and the Arizona Wilderness is literally like a beer garden kind of like area. So there's an outside area and inside, and they had so many different like some of the more unique beers that I'd seen in a while. Remember I was telling you about that they had like the Lapsang Saison, and they had like other different like really cool things. So. Yeah,
it'll be a lot of walking. I don't think we can do that next week.
No, that would be too much. Yeah,
unless we went early.
It's like 5 or 6. I mean,
we could park. Do they have a parking lot there?
We parked. There was like a couple blocks down. There was like a church.
Okay.
That then did the paid parking.
Okay.
So we did a paid parking there. Went and walked, and that was only like a couple blocks from there or whatever. Yeah. There was other stuff, but it was just all take. We couldn't believe how it was just packed. During the day, on a Tuesday, it's probably going to be as much, but
anyway, that was, after trying at least 4, I'd say 3 or 4 options, we were like, well, the Arrogant Butcher seems to be the thing that's everything that we want right now. So
keeps calling,
we went back.
Calling.
So it was good.
Did you actually get a beer or did you get a mixed drink?
I had beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just had a beer then because I knew we'd be having a couple of cocktails next Tuesday. So.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy that then.
I will actually also be at Eric and Butcher on Sunday.
Oh, really? Wow.
We
should buy stock.
We probably should. Yeah, at least in Fox Restaurant Concepts. Yeah, we got tickets a while back. For Valentine's Day. There's a comedian that my wife kind of likes, Nate Bargatze. I don't know if anyone else knows who this guy is. Anyway, he, like I said, we've seen some of his comedy specials. He's pretty funny, but like I said, she really likes him, and he's actually going to be in Phoenix, and he's doing 2 shows. He's doing Saturday and Sunday. So I had looked. Saturday was like almost sold out, but then Sunday at the time when I got these tickets months ago, was like I said, was only like, a quarter full or whatever. So I was able to get like some, decent seats. We're kind of back on the side. And then literally the day after I got those tickets, I see a TikTok from him on there directly to me. No, TikTok on there and talking about that he's actually filming his Netflix special both of those days. So we'll actually be seeing him performing in part of, and they edit it together. Obviously he does the same thing and then they edit it together. But yeah, so we'll actually be seeing one of the days that's edited for a Netflix special.
Get your heckles ready so you can be heard.
I thought about that would be so funny just to be like, I hope he uses this. Screw you, Nate. Just like yell something. No. But yeah, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, we also have reservations at Eric and Butcher. So it'll be like Eric and Butcher Sunday and then Tuesday. And
yeah.
I'll just be like, I'm bored. I don't want any of these. Yeah. Maybe we should
do
go
you
to
have anything
Arizona
different?
Wilderness. Yeah. Anything else? I was here 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Do you do anything different here?
Well, because we have a prearranged parking spot, right? So we
do
go somewhere. But anyway, we could have breakfast at Arizona Wilderness, and then we could have a late lunch for no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it starts changing that way, and then we have to get a hot dog at the ball game.
Take it into the Take a beer into the stadium.
Will you let me do this?
Can I do
all right. Should we break out some waters?
I think we should.
Assuming start with the classic, right?
I would guess so, yeah.
Which is apparently we're going to find out is their, I'm guessing is their baseline.
The baseline.
Is guessing is their baseline. Yep. So let's grab that one. I found it. Sparkling hop water crafted with adaptogens and nootropics. See, it's even right on the label. Don't settle. We didn't. Yeah, the only thing actually that's in here that shows anything is the vitamin C, 120%.
Okay.
Everything else is big fat
that's
zeros.
like a preservative. Sometimes vitamin C is used as to preserve flavor.
Oh,
I wonder. Or could just be because we need vitamin C.
Ooh, I like already that I'm seeing some color.
Oh, yeah.
Some hop goodness in the color there. Ooh. That's very floral.
Floral, but it's almost like a 7-Up. It's almost like a sweet.
I wonder if the vitamin C, I wonder how that's added in there. Say on there? Because it almost smells like there's almost like an orange.
Vitamin C adds orange juice.
Ingredients, concentrated, carbonated water, vitamin C, ascorbic acid for fresh. Oh, it does say for freshness.
Concentrated water.
Yeah.
Just add water.
Yeah.
Wait, no. To reconstitute, just add water.
Hops and natural flavors. So.
Okay. I mean, 7-Up's not quite right, but there's something.
There's something citrus in there. Like that
something citrus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting like a little orange, and then I'm getting a little bit of the piney, like on the back end there, like at the very end. It's a little more faint than I thought it would be initially.
It's rough getting the piney on the back end.
It's true.
Oh, wait.
That is very true. That is very true.
Uh-oh. Paco's in the house.
Paco, baby, keep that beverage bros. Good to see you, Paco. How are you?
All capitals.
10 coconut cream pies. Minty? Something that's like minty almost in there. I don't know about that. Sounds like a pooping in the woods joke. Maybe it's the piney.
Maybe that's what that is. Yeah, because piney could be mentholy, could be wintergreeny or something.
That's. I mean, it used to be. What was that beer from? Where was it? The Sierra Nevada used to do that one that was like the wintergreen or something like that, and it was like You brought one over. We did. I swear we podcasted on it or something like that because it was like a black and purple kind of label and there was like a tree on it and it was literally like.
Oh, like spruce?
Maybe that's what it was called. Spruce, maybe
that was. I know Alaskan used to do their.
That's who it was. Alaskan
seasonal. Yeah, that was their Christmas season beer. Was beer was the spruce. And then we did the spruce Campbell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Better now that you guys are live. The laser cutter and I have been having a differing of opinions. Are you drinking Old Spice? Thankfully not. Thankfully not. These all sound like Old Spice scents. I mean, sometimes you can have. I mean, Old Spice is. I don't know. What does Old Spice smell like to you? Smells like a man whistling. Got it. Old Spice has like a sweet scent to it too, though.
Yeah, there's like cedar or something in there.
It's too much cologne and an old man smell, like whatever that is.
Let me just get Old Spice for Christmas every once in a while. I think back in the day.
That was a Christmas gift you would actually get from mom and dad.
I may have been probably because
I remember. I think Dad used to use Old Spice,
and they had the soap on a rope.
Didn't that have the weird bottle where you'd like pull off the little weird top cap and it was in the Do they even make that kind of bottle anymore?
I don't even know. I guess
can't smell Old Spice deodorants
on a horse.
Can't smell Old Spice deodorants without tasting them. It does kind of almost like it not only like is offensive and hits the nostrils, it kind of hits the palate too.
That's the fun. Those funny commercials, right? I'm a man. Now I'm on a horse. Yeah. Saw Chef Carey yesterday.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's been he's been retired. I think he said for a year or two now, and he's like he said he was enjoying retirement a little too much at first.
Oh,
in that he's like, the bourbons were starting earlier in the day. He's like, a cigar that I was smoking once a week. He's like, I was smoking a cigar every day. He's like, I had to pull back.
When can I come over for the bourbons? He's like, I want to have some of the bourbon that Chef Carey's having.
He's like, now I'm just cooking. He's like, if I stress out or if I'm getting stressed, I just cook. He's like, I'm just cooking like crazy. I'm like, I said, that's a lot of cooking for just you and your wife. He's like, I know. Like,
when can we come over?
I know, that's what I should have said. Can you bring me lunch next time? But, no. He said his wife is struggling right now, but so when he stresses out, he's like, I start cooking. He's like, I cooked it.
Okay.
So anyway, but he said, I finally realized that instead of doing that, he's like, I'm going to start doing some of the things I have in my cookbooks.
All right. Nice.
So,
I like that.
No, it's good. It's good to see Chef Carey.
Smells like a bunch of guys leaving a bachelor party and has to put first thing they find to cover the stripper smell. Oh, that's the first thing they put on to cover the smell. Yeah, it definitely will cover up a lot of that too. Probably most of the strippers already smell like that too anyway, so it probably rubbed off on them as well. So it just kind of adds to it. Dad still wears it, and yes, it still comes out in that style of bottle. Oh, really?
Okay.
He's cooking for the neighborhood. He should be cooking for the neighborhood.
It could be.
That one's a little let down.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of that.
No, I'm not a big fan of that one.
There's a lot of different stuff going on.
I was hoping that this one was going to have the most hoppiness to it, and it doesn't. And we've had a bunch of these other waters, and this one just
they really do taste like they've got that.
They
hop.
do, and that's usually can be something that people don't like, but that's what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, this one is just hops. This one, like because of the vitamin C or there's a citrus thing in there that almost tastes like it's one of the other flavors already. Like if you had told me this was like the lime one or something, I'd be like, oh, okay, they're trying to balance those. I'm still not sure if I'm a fan of it, but
maybe the flavors will help smooth because there's like 3 or 4 different things competing there. That piney thing, the citrusy thing, there's some kind of spice going on in there. There's just something that's a little, not so much.
Yeah. Oh, not have way.
Oh, not.
You know what is never a letdown? YouTube.
Oh,
Paco, you're too kind. Paco, you were too kind. Well, should we try another one? Do you want to do lime, mango, or blood orange? Should we do lime since I just said lime?
I would say lime
probably
would
already
be
in my
the
head.
way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Then mango, then probably blood orange.
Or
All right.
Yeah. Flip a
lime
coin
it is then.
Flip a coin for the last 2, or if chat has a suggestion where we should go after the lime. To the coconut, perhaps.
Tart.
Put the lime
sunny,
in the coconut.
hoppy.
Okay.
I don't know how you taste
Sunny.
sunshine, but I'd like to find out. You just open it. It's like
tasting sunshine.
So bright.
I saw Dave's story the other day too. He shops at the store.
Who did?
Dave Story.
Oh,
He still shops. What else did I?
did he have some more tails?
No, he's still the character, but he's
He
all
is a
right.
character.
What else was I?
What else?
Oh,
was
we got
I?
a
Same color.
We got a Yirgacheffe in Ethiopian Guji or Goji or something like that. And so I was busting out a little coffee knowledge yesterday. And
Oh, okay.
I think it got roasted a little too dark. They were saying it was supposed to have
That's
notes
shocking.
of fruit and
Is this Trader
baking
Joe's?
spice. Well, Trader Joe's roasts some stuff pretty darn light too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you saying it's roasted too dark.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
I think they roasted it. I think anything that was in there, although it talked about having baked some warm spices, and it did have some baking spice in there. You could get that, but it went just a couple of degrees too.
Oh,
It's funny when I start talking like that, and I start thinking, it's weird. It'll take me to a certain
Yeah.
place in time,
Yeah.
or
I can get going on a coffee.
conversations, and
I can get going on a coffee.
That's
rant.
kind of fun.
Yeah. Blood orange, you think? Okay, we'll do blood orange next then if you think so. You know what? I got a surprise delivery date today. Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero.
Zero?
Ooh.
So you
Zero
got none?
means they're empty.
Oh, empty
No,
cans.
wait, that's not right. All right, so this is lime.
Definitely smells like
That
lime.
is very lime. That
That's-
is a lime otter
My
pop.
instincts tell me limey.
Yeah. That's lime otter pop right there. That is like super kind of sweet.
I like a good lime otter pop. Was it?
I do too.
Sir Isaac
Sir
Lime?
Isaac Lime.
Sir Isaac Lime.
Louis Blue
I think
Raspberry.
we've had the otter pop conversation
Have we?
with you before. Oh, it's all right though. Oh, no mountain Dilk Baja Blast.
Oh God, the
Paco.
flaming hot Cheeto one. Jesus. Ugh. Milk on the side. God. Baja Dilk. Dilk Blast? Maybe Dilk Blast.
Oh,
That's probably what it
that
should be.
doesn't
Dilk
sound
Blast.
you know
Gross.
what? Tonight I'm going to get the Dilk Blast.
Green is the best flavor. I do. Yeah, I would say the lime one is up there. All right, well, I like the aroma on this. It's a little on the fake side with the aroma, but it's like I like it. It brings me back to my childhood when I used to drink a lot of beer. Wait, what? No,
Wait, what?
no,
No
that's not
lime.
right.
We used to drink Sir Isaac Lime.
Dill Hunter.
I'm sensing another sub.
Yeah, Guardian now is about to look for
I'm
Dill Hunter, and if that is a
sub-sensing,
sub, that is
yeah.
possible. Purple is a fruit. Green is a vegetable.
Purple berry.
What's your favorite thing? Purple.
Well, I like that better than the plain one. I still don't know if that's what I'm looking for necessarily in a hop water.
No, that's what's unfortunate to me because it's not a balance of like the flavor and hops, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for some sort of earthiness, pininess,
Yeah.
something like that. Like I said, a flowery kind of thing. Whereas this is like, if you just hand me, I'd be like, oh, this is a good Waterloo sparkling lime
That's
water.
exactly what
and
I'm
I'd be like, oh,
thinking.
this is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, there's still, and I think maybe, I don't want to speculate on what it is. At the very end, there is a flavor that is a little dusty. And it doesn't seem like it's hops. Maybe that's the hop at the end. I don't think so because again, I've had plenty of other hop waters between Hoplark Tea and like I said, the other hops water company, and it's not like that. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but there's something else in there then that's kind of like, on the finish.
Yeah. It's I would drink this. The first one I don't think I would want another one of. This one I would drink, but like you said, it's very much like, oh, I'm drinking a Waterloo or
Right.
something.
I'm drinking something I've had
something,
before.
Yeah, something a little bit more than that, but just not. I want the hops to shine in my hop water.
I want them to be, I want them to at least be 50% of the party.
Yeah.
Which like right now they're maybe 10%.
Yeah.
Like it feels like there's like a little something in there. Definitely not in the aroma. Like I said, the flavor of that is good. But then especially since you were paying a premium for something like this, most of these, like I said, I'm sure you can probably find these a little cheaper in the store. If you go online to their website, like I said, the link is up there. Like I said, if you go online and look there, it's like $36 for 12 of them. So it's a little on the higher side, or, it's actually kind of right in the middle of some. It's like a little more expensive than like the Hoplark teas we were just talking about. But it's a little cheaper than, like I said, the Hops Water, one of the other companies that we've had stuff on before. So it's kind of interesting. And also this would have been a great time to have,
Afternoon, everybody.
to have Jay in chat. Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted
Thirsty
sub.
guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to Dill Pickle.
Or Dilk.
Oh, is it Dilk Pickle?
think
Oh my
it's Dilk
God,
Pickle.
it is Dilk Pickle. I can't believe that's what you found. Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to Dilk Pickle. Dilk Pickle. That wasn't quite the combination I was thinking was going to happen, but here we are.
This tastes like Dilk.
But yeah,
Pickle.
I wish Jay was here, because Jay would be able to talk about, because he actually makes his own
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
of
you were
these,
saying that.
and they're absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
And he does his with a little bit of lime, and then, like I said, hops and things like that. You can make these so crazy. You have to have the equipment initially, but like I just kind of don't. I'm interested to find out where the money is going on some of these. Because, like I said, again, you really don't have to use much hops to get surprisingly a lot of hop flavor when you're making it in a home environment. That's why I'd be interested to hear on the other side of it, like why in a bigger production is it like that much, like I said, and it's not like the classic where people are like, well, I can make this at home. I say, it's like, well, yeah, you don't have the overhead of a building. You don't have like,
Right.
Obviously there's all
Right,
those things to
right.
think about. This is literally like, I can make this glass of water for 10 cents. It's like, why is this $3? It's like, but I can't make it. So then that's why I buy these.
Yeah. I was reading, it was in Vibe magazine, and it's from like the end of last year. I'm still trying to catch up on my Arizona highways and in Vibe magazine, but it was interesting because it was talking about how, the beer industry trends have changed so much in the last 10 years.
And
10,
this article is
15
7 years old, so it's even longer.
No, it's like, what was starting to happen in the early, 2010s, that places were getting bought, but now some of these places that have been bought are actually, the original owners are buying them back. Like with Green Flash buying,
okay.
Alpine,
Because they have all this money.
well, it could be, yeah, and there being more of a, because these like AB InBev and some of these places, they wanted to take these, more focused local beers and just send them across the country. But then there were so many other beers happening in all these parts of the country that most people are like, well, I just want to drink what's local. And you're trying to afford.
That was a huge trend.
And now it's going back where like the guy who was the main brewer at Alpine McElhenney. So now it's McElhenney Brewery. It's not Alpine anymore.
Oh, okay.
But And,
are they in the same spot still? I still remember.
I think so.
I went to the actual brewery of that.
Yeah,
one
no,
time
I've been
in
there too.
Alpine. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it's cool. It's a cute little hole in the wall
It
kind
is,
of place.
but
You're like,
it's-
and they make really good stuff.
Yeah, and they're back to that. And then it was some other place that was like in North Carolina that was saying that they bought them. It was interesting that these places now it's coming back where these big companies are like, yeah, we don't want to deal with this anymore. You want it back? Sure, I'll take it. And so it's just cool. It's a good thing though.
So funny little story, which I just remembered now when I took this off, because this whole video winds up going up on YouTube. So if you guys ever miss any of the shows or whatever, obviously shameless plug, as I always like to say, go check out all of that stuff up on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button there. The last time I was uploading a video a few weeks ago, so it must be something mildly new because none of the other videos this happened with, or maybe it just didn't occur. So at some point, someone did the Good to Heal redemption. Our video was not going to be allowed to be monetized because they were wanting that money for that 8-second clip or 30-second clip.
Really?
Yeah, it flagged it and said, this has been claimed by whatever that consumer group is that owns, whoever it is that owns the rights to audio of Cheers, like I said, whatever that group directly is. And so the thing that's nice about YouTube is I was able to click a button and they just take that piece out and they just chuck it and then they just smash it together. And then they show you what that looks like.
Shape. You could be eating my dust.
Yeah, this one's been
all
fine.
day,
Everything
Slowpoke.
else has been fine. So that's the first one it's happened with. All the other clips are a little quicker. That one does go on for like 30 seconds. So
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
that was basically what I said, because it was funny because I uploaded the video and I never have like any like issues, like it never says anything, and I'm like finishing stuff, then I go back and look and it's like red arrow. It's like demonetized or whatever. And it's like, just so you know, when you put this video up, if you don't change it, so and so, this copyright holder has, you know, and it's so crazy. Like, it's not just that they would get, again, not that we make like barely anything in YouTube at all. Like I said, I appreciate everybody watching it. If you want to watch more, great, that helps. But like, you could do, and I've heard like other creators like Leopard and stuff like that talk about this, because like he'll do a live stream. Like, you could put up 6 hours worth of content, and if a 10-second thing gets flagged as like this thing is whatever, you don't lose you lose like this 10-second amount of time to dollars. You lose the entire video to that. Which that's the part that's like ridiculous and needs to change. Because if you think about 6 hours, you played 10 seconds of something. Well, whatever percentage of that's the total amount that you would have gotten. That's what they should get.
Right.
Not
and
that
you,
like,
and you'd probably
but
be
the
like,
claim
"I'm
is
okay with
basic.
that."
Like the way the claim system works is like people came to it for that 10-second clip for your entire, like, it's, like, it's just so ridiculous. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, that's like the first time I've ever had that happen. I was like, what was flagged? We didn't play any music. And also I looked and it was literally that Good to Heal Cheers clip. And so
So if it's used in or did you take it out?
I took it out.
Oh, I mean, take it out of here, or is it still a?
I still have it here because I played it during my. I just turned it off now, so no one can use it right now. It's a pain to have to wait for the video to upload, and then all of a sudden that clips up, and then it's like you got to like again you have to go through a process, and like I could have edited it out quicker, but it already fully uploaded, which takes like 2 hours. So then by the time that was done, so then YouTube did a good job, and then they even they show you, they're like, we can edit it out. Here's what it'll look like. So they show you what it's going to look like, and it was literally like basically just the bookends of that little clip. Put it back. No, not for, it'll be back tomorrow when I'm streaming, but not for tonight because I don't want to have to worry about it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So blood orange, I think that was what Planty said. Should we do?
Sure.
Like, I don't feel one way or the other.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I initially thought orange, but then you had said mango, and that's why I put it out to the chat folk, and we've gotten an opinion. So let's go with that.
Eastbound down. All right. Bright, citrusy, hoppy. This one actually mentions hoppy. Maybe this is what we've been looking for.
Don't
so this is
worry.
the blood orange.
Be happy.
Put water on that.
Don't worry. Be happy now. You can't have chosen poorly because it was 50-50.
That's true.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
Choose, but choose wisely. I hope I chose good. Yeah, no, whatever you did was fine. Slightly watered down orange crush.
Yeah, it had some bright, and then it kind of has that dark. But yeah, that's a good call.
I think it's my favorite so far. Because it seems like all that aroma, unfortunately, is, for me, it's the aroma I could get out of any sparkling water. So it's just kind of like that night. Like I said, it's a good aroma, but it's like it's something I can find somewhere else. The taste finally in this one comes together a little bit. Like I've got a balance of those two things. Like I'm getting a little more hop at the back, and a little bit in the taste, like a little bit of that earthiness, a little bit more of that flavor, and then that aroma that is so strong is a little bit more muted in the taste. So this one I actually like, and this one is, like I said, is the most different of all of them. I still wish there was more hop in the aroma. That is still letting me down with each sniff. Woo woo! What do I win? I don't know. We'll find out when we have the mango.
Figured out
if we finally taste the mango and we can't even taste that one, then we went in the wrong order. It wasn't picking which one would be better. It's picking which one we should have so that it doesn't ruin our palate for the next one.
Yeah.
You may have gotten the question wrong, which may have just screwed everything up. I'm just saying.
Woot woot. But that has been up. But that It's Good to Heal has been part of other shows, hasn't it?
It has. That's why I said it must be new that they just now started putting claims on. Because I've never had it or heard about it where it's not music. Is this a sponsored stream? No, this is not sponsored, but they did send us these products to try.
Yes.
They did send them for us to try because we had tried a bunch of other non-alcoholic things and some waters and stuff like that. So yeah, they were like, "Hey, you want to try these?" And we're like, "Sure." So We would be the worst sponsored stream ever if we were literally trashing the first two things a little bit. We would not be good at our jobs.
Yeah.
Also, I would not do that kind of job because I couldn't do that with a straight face.
No, we'd have to be honest.
I would say-
Politely honest.
yeah.
But still. Yeah, I would say that I think the sort of the orange is a bright but also a little darker than a little heavier than lime.
Yeah.
So it mixes better with the hop, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And for me,
I
the
would
hop comes through a little more,
Yeah.
which has been my problem with the other ones.
Yeah.
Even the one that had literally no other flavor in it, there was not enough hop in there. I should look. I don't know if these were.
Afternoon, everybody.
Wow.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
And funny enough, I think this is quick enough. That does not get.
Yeah.
And that has not been. But who knows when I go to upload this video.
Sponsored
We'll
by
find out.
idiots.
Sponsored by
Oh, by idiots. Okay.
idiots.
That was
Starting now,
sponsored
thank you for the gifted sub to Sponsored by Idiots.
Be idiots.
Sponsored by Idiots.
What is an idiot?
Yeah, this one does mention hoppy, and it was the most hoppy of them all.
Okay. Maybe that was a little subliminal. Mr.
Could be.
Subliminal. You know, they're going to be
Sibilance.
they're working on a Happy Gilmore 2.
It's not going to have Carl Weathers in it. I don't want to see it.
No, and that's what's funny. Sandler was on,
The Sandman?
The Sandman was on, which is a
Dan
song
Patrick, right?
I'd forgotten about by America.
Mr. Sandman.
No, not that
Bring
one.
me a dream.
No, America has a song called
Ventura
Sandman.
Highway.
Well, that's not
Oh.
Sandman. Yes, that is their song. But anyways, yes, he was on Dan Patrick because Dan Patrick's going to be in it. But I guess.
Oh, wait. Is that the to the
Dun,
Tin
dun.
Man?
That's the Tin Man. No,
And the
Osborne.
topic
No.
of Sir Galahad.
Yeah, that's Tin Man.
Oh, that's
Not
actually called
Sandman.
Tin Man? Well, I didn't know. I don't know what the name of that song is. That's, I thought that was it. All right, well, how does Sandman go then?
I think maybe you've heard it, but I don't want to.
How does it go?
I'm not going to sing it. I don't know it well enough.
But Paco would love it if you
you.
sang it.
No, but
Sure.
I don't know it well enough. So.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I don't know if it's in the key of C or it's a D flat sharp. Like, I just don't know.
but that's what Adam Sandler was saying when we started working on this. He's because they're talking about Bob Barker, and he's like, since we started working on this, he's like, Bob Barker's passed. He said, Carl Weathers has passed. What's his name? Guy that plays the heckler. No, he's still alive.
Oh, thank God.
Joe Flaherty. He's like, he just passed recently. He's like,
geez.
so, but yeah, I guess.
Should make it a horror movie now.
Yeah.
Like all
they're
these zombies come back
they're
from the
all
dead.
Yes. But Carl Weathers' character had already died anyways. Unless they were going back in time somehow.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Remember he fell out of he saw the alligator and he fell out
I
of the
haven't
window?
seen it in forever.
Oh. Yeah, it's still
I mean,
good.
I love that movie. It's
Yeah,
funny.
it's so good.
I probably have not seen that movie in 20
But
years.
you know what I did see the other day? A lot of it, and I think you've said this about this, and especially since it's been a while since I'd seen it, but I watched Ace Ventura, and he is so funny, but it's so over like the top, and some things are borderline. You know, any movie from the 80s or 90s can be borderline cringy.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Certain
movie has
things.
definitely gotten that way for sure. The tall giant who was
yeah,
screaming in
that's
the
true.
crowd died too.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
That must have been his little credit, like at the end of the trailers when it comes down.
Tall giant.
Oh,
screaming in the crowd.
Richard Keel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaws.
Oh yeah. He must have been the first one to die of all these people, right?
I think so.
He had to be.
Yeah, I think
That
that was a
man was
while
old.
back.
That man was old if he was a day. The tall giant who was screaming in the crowd, number one.
Yeah.
Number two. It's like, wait, what?
Who are you? I played Panicky Idiot number 1.
Yeah.
We're looking for more of a duh idiot. That old Simpsons.
24. That movie was 2014.
Probably
what
Richard Keel.
Oh, when he died. I was like, there's
Yeah.
no way that movie was
No, that's
2014.
96.
Okay. I was like, that was the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, he died in 24. Oh, so what's our timeline then? Because Carl Weathers has passed away.
Yep. Bob Barker seems like was a few years ago though.
Yeah, when was Bob Barker? You met Richard Keel a few times? Really? How did that happen, Crocodile? Like by accident? Like you ran into him, you just didn't see him, you thought he was a wall? Or
Ran into him with my car.
oh, at comic conventions. Oh, nice.
Oh. Well, that's right. When we were last here, wasn't Crocodile going to be in California or
No, Crocodile was
here?
He was in
coming from California to Phoenix, right?
Yeah,
For,
he was performing. He performed
good
2
thing.
weekends at the Renaissance Festival.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
A photo I'll post in Discord. Oh, nice, Crocodile. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Oh yeah, and it rained both of those. Like remember, we had like rain going on those weekends too.
Oh, wow.
Both Sundays.
We have been, I mean, I know it's starting to get hot, but we have had a somewhat cool and wet winter.
Yeah, it's lasted a little bit longer than usual. Usually, I always hope to get to May without it hitting 90.
Yeah.
So we got close, I guess.
When will the ice break on the Rito? Oh,
It never formed.
When it hits 100. That's what they call it, yeah.
The people who made it out for those rainy days were very much appreciated.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
You made my trip worth it.
Oh man, that is funny.
Boom, boom,
All right,
boom.
we've got one more.
One
Should we
more.
do one more and then take a break?
Such is mango. Yes.
Such is mango. Soon there will not be
And I
enough.
miss you.
Like the deserts miss the rain.
And I miss you.
Tea is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot tea. That wasn't mango,
No,
but
hot.
same character.
Yeah. No hot. No hot. Too hot. ¿Quién es más macho?
Rablo y Fabio. ¿Quién es más macho?
And
All
I
right.
miss you.
This one says juicy, tropical, hoppy.
Okay. They finally realized they should put hoppy on there.
It took them 2 cans. Oh no, the first one said tart, sunny, and hoppy. So they
Okay.
all have said hoppy.
Okay.
Okay, so the lime was the only liar so far. And kind of the first one that was just hops. I don't know why I kept waiting for one of these to be a slightly different color. But that would make
I
no
guess
sense.
there's a certain consistency in that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Too much hop water for us.
That's right. Settle down. 2 weeks from now, we'll be having our little draft party, our draft on draft party.
Oh, that's true. Draft on draft.
We'll be having that going on in a couple weeks, which will be super fun. Ooh,
I like that aroma.
that is the best aroma of
Yeah,
all.
that's the
Okay,
best
we just
aroma.
had to work our way
Yeah.
to it. Definitely get the mango, but I'm actually getting some hops in there
Yep.
too. Yeah,
At least
no,
from an aroma standpoint, Plenty has made the right choice.
that's right. This was the
So
right
far.
one we last. All right, that's my new favorite. That one in the blood
They kept
orange.
getting better.
They did. They did keep getting better. Like I said, that one, the blood
Oh
orange.
yeah, I like that one.
This one has a little more hop in it again.
Yeah.
The mango's nice, and then it's kind of I don't know why mango just always does that. Or also, it's like there is like a tropical coconut. Like there's something else
Yeah.
in there too.
Yeah.
That just starts to hit.
It's
and
a more
it could be
well-rounded.
could be what the hops are doing to it as
Yeah.
well. But no, that's actually a really nice flavor.
To me, this is the most cohesive of all of them. The flavor stands out. The hops are there. So yeah,
No, this one's actually really good. This one I would actually get. Just because it is different, because it is unique. The hops actually come through,
I
but
think
that
you're
flavor
right.
is still there too.
I wonder if like one of the natural flavors is they do throw a little something coconut.
Yeah, I
in
don't know if
there.
it's just always in my head, but yeah, the
But,
last
yeah.
couple times when we've had something that was of like a tropical variety, all of a sudden it's like I think people always just like, and a little bit of coconut,
A little bit. A whisper of magic coconut.
a careless whisper of coconut. We have George Michael come to our farm. And
Time
use a
can
little
never
coconut.
mend. Careless whisper of coconut.
That went further than I thought.
Well, you said George Michael, so
That's it.
I went further into the song.
Say you're never going to cheat a mango. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Mango flavor stuff is usually pretty good. Yeah, I would agree. I usually do like mango as a flavor for sure. I've had very little actual mango in my lifetime though.
I love mango.
I do when
Very good.
when it is available, I reach
Yes.
for it. I just don't get to reach for it very often.
So it's every once in a while I will have frozen mango and I'll put some in a bowl and just let it defrost a little bit.
Okay, go
and
on.
And it's very good that way. And then I had a customer actually the other day. She was buying a whole bunch of frozen mango and some other things, and the person who's helping me bag said, "Oh, do you make smoothies with this?" And they're like, "No, I just eat it like this." She's like, "Especially the mango, you let it sit out in the bowl for a little bit." She's like, "It's almost like eating mango ice cream, but without the sugar." Oh,
Pocket, good evening. Lucky, what are you doing? I'm still waiting for
Hi,
my
Pocket.
whisper. Keith is actually doing the whisper carries, the careless whisper carries.
The careless whisper. Yes.
careless
Wow,
whisper
look at
carries.
this.
Lucky, thank you for the 5 gifted. That is way too kind. Gifted subs to Crocodile, Nope of the Abyss, Evansdill, Workface PSK, and Cobear68.
Wow. Okay.
Cobear68. Lucky, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that.
Stephen Colbert 68.
I was thinking of that.
Okay.
I was thinking of that. I was also thinking, because we were talking about the draft in a couple weeks, we're going to be, we will actually be streaming the entire time. At least the majority of the draft is on.
Yep.
So we're going to try and find 4 or 5 beers to just hang out and chat. I'm going to have to figure out some sort of thing down at the bottom. I had to celebrate
Thank you,
Keith's
Lucky. We
return.
appreciate that. Yes.
Already got carried. Berserker, I knew it. I knew it. The carries have already occurred. Thank you very much for the gifted subs, though. That is super, super nice. But yeah, we're going to hang out. I've got to try and find a way, I don't know if I can put some sort of ticker or information down at the bottom of the screen or something like that. Because we can't actually show the draft, but obviously people want to know what picks have come up. So I don't know. I'll have to look and see if someone has an API or something that can be used that is fair and legal. He was a heavy load. Wow. Oh, Berserker. Easy. Thought we were just talking about whisper carries. That got a little too far. All right. So if you had to rank all 4 of these.
Put them in order of what I like.
Yeah, which one do you like?
The reverse order of what we tried.
Yeah, exactly. The reverse order, 100%. So yeah, the mango, the blood orange,
Yeah.
and then the lime, and then the classic. I would actually buy the mango.
Yeah.
The blood orange, I would think about. The other 2, I wouldn't even buy.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing.
And it looks like you can buy them separately.
You can buy
Okay.
them separately. Like I said, there is a link there if you guys want to look at any of the stuff, or if any of at least the last 2 reviews interested you at all. If you want to look at any of that, like I said, the link in the ! beverage command. You can go take a look. But yeah, you can buy all of them separately in 12 packs, or you can buy them in that mixed pack if you want to try them all. They also have a peach. That's the only one I think we didn't get to try. So that maybe also would have been an interesting one, because that's a little perfumey and kind of
It seemed like the orange mango. Yeah, it seemed like peach might work out.
I don't know if they actually. Yeah, it looks like that one you just have to buy separately. It is not part of their mixed pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get the other ones. I seem to remember Lucky being the one to make it the furthest in the opening jumping puzzle, and he was the only one not using Eager Edge. Oh, wow. The back talk is already happening. Berserker, it is good to see you. Lucky, thank you again for the gifteds. And yeah, thank you to everybody here. Guardian Down, thank you for your 2 gifteds earlier as well. Oh, well, should we take a little break and go grab a wine, right?
Yeah, we should.
I think so.
We'll travel to the California coast.
This wine is too. Well, we're already kind of there. We're in Los Angeles for these hop
That's true.
waters.
Well, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go north a little bit
to San Luis Obispo.
Yes, or slow as they call it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
where's the W?
Well, because that. Well,
I'm
SLO.
not for any misspellings. Come on,
SLO,
California.
Not slow, but slow.
Oh, okay.
Slow. That's
that's the difficulty with the English language. People wouldn't know that if there's a W, is a much longer
slow.
Slow. You gotta let it go out a little
slowly.
longer.
Yeah, no, there's so many weird things in the English language, but not. Well, that's one of the areas we visited. That when Ben was picking schools.
Oh, okay.
We went to NAU and then we went over to Cal Poly because that was they were a good.
I've driven through that area before.
Forestry school, and that was one of the things. That was what he wanted to do at that time. And we stayed in that area, and yeah, and they called it slow, and that was Cal Poly slow, and you could go down. That's when we went
sure
there.
That wasn't because of their test scores?
Oh God, I hope not. No. That's that little town there is where they have the wall of gum. Where it's like this alley you go down, and people have put their gum up all. Yeah, it's. I have pictures.
That's a lot of gum.
It is a lot of gum. But it was a cute little area. Expensive little area, but it's cute.
That's all most of California.
Yeah, of course.
Anywhere in the coastal area, it's the coastal regions. All right, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna get some wine glasses. We're gonna get some wine open and all those things. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. And yeah, we will be right back. And we are back.
And if they want to drink Merlot, we're drinking Merlot.
No, if anybody orders Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot!
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot.
How perfect. We are drinking one of Miles's favorite wines very soon.
Yes.
Favorite grape type. Would you say?
The Pinot Noir.
The Pinot Noir.
Yes.
The Pinot Noir.
Yes.
Now, I don't know. How do you think he would react to someone if they brought a Trader Joe's Pinot Noir over?
I don't know. Maybe depending on where he is in his point in his life. Financially, maybe that's all he can afford.
That's true.
If those novels weren't selling, if things didn't go so well
That's
with
true.
Virginia Madsen, maybe he's not. Maybe he can't afford anything more than.
Maybe a.
But Trader Joe Merlots are not. I mean, I don't know if he's drinking. No, he was drinking, I think, the California wine. So who knows? This might be right up his alley.
Grand Reserve. What is this one? So Grand Reserve, that means $11.99 or $12.99?
$12.99.
$12.99. Okay,
Yes.
I knew it was right. I knew
Correct.
it was more than 10, but I didn't think it was 15. I was like, where is it? It's a little bit.
Yeah,
less
it's a
than
little. The platinum price line is moving. It was always $14.99, and then we got in a cab that was a platinum that was $17.99, and we were like, why call it a platinum?
Oh, yeah.
That was confusing. And then we got in a whole bunch of platinums and Grand Reserves and reserves. We got some from France, actually. We had some Saint-Emilion. We had a platinum that was a Grand Cru that was $16.99, and then a platinum that from Saint-Emilion that was not a Grand Cru, and it's not aged in oak either.
Oh,
Yeah, because they liked so I bought a bottle of each. I took one over to for Easter, and we tried the Grand Cru, and that was. I don't drink a lot of French wine.
Okay.
But I enjoyed that. So I still have that other one if we ever, if we decide that next week is still, if it's still red wine drinking.
If it's still red wine
in
season.
the tasting room, we
Yeah.
could try that. So
That's true. So this is the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Pinot Noir San Luis Obispo Coast 2022.
22.
Now there was also a 2021 release of this as well.
Yeah, we never got that.
Okay.
So this is the first time I've ever, to my knowledge, ever seen this. A lot of times the wines don't make it out of California, either because there's not enough of them, or sometimes it just doesn't happen that they get to us.
Well, this is too good. Do not
So
give it to the Arizonans.
Yeah. So the info sheet that I sent you was referring to the 2021 vintage. This is the 2022, but I would imagine that at least in makeup, not too much of it changed. That other one was 100% Pinot Noir. That I would assume this will be.
Listen, I know the
100%
wrestlers
Pinot.
get all the fancy ladies, and the clothes, and the free
One for me.
creams and
Brendo, how's it
lotions.
going?
But my life is good. Really good. I get to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and make some soup. It's the best. I love it. I get to lay in a bed by myself all of my life. It's fantastic.
Glad to see you're okay. That is one of my favorites. One for. Do you have another one? Are we hitting another one before we keep talking? Are we hitting another one?
We're good.
Wait it out here for a second. You got another one? There we go.
Are you the singing bush?
Let me talk to him. Excuse us. Are you the singing bush? Hello? Hi. Hi.
I feel like I'm interrupting. No, you're not interrupting at all. You're
My
fine.
guess is this is the singing bush.
You are totally fine.
Yeah, we're always happy to see those clips.
Exactly.
For sure.
For sure. Well, it was one too many. Thing couldn't do it. Share your water. Nope, it's not happening. Oh man, now I gotta go. Was just turning it off. Now I gotta turn it back on. I think I'm just gonna have to never do these channel point redemptions again. Let's see where. Here. Leave that one off. Let's see. Trigger fire is just.
Can't share our water, but we'll share the.
We'd like to
point
share
redemption.
some wine. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, I do turn that off. Then I hit save. Then I can come back over here. I feel this movie should pay us royalties.
Just like Trader Joe's should.
Yeah, Trader Joe's and this
Yeah.
should be. Although, in fairness, at what point does it just become washback? It's ew. If that's what it's. You mean backwash?
Backwash.
Ew.
Oh.
Martin Short really got the worst of it here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know it's not actually dirt, but it's still gross to
Yeah.
think about.
It's just ridiculous for somebody.
Lip balm?
The Bevy Brothers turning water into wine tonight. We try.
Oh, yes.
We try. Isn't that the guy from Airplane, or am I losing it? It is not the guy from Airplane.
Yes.
It is not. You are. Well, I don't think you're losing
I
it,
don't
but that
know
is
if
not the guy
we're
from Airplane.
referring to Robert Hayes.
Probably looks like Leslie Nielsen, I think is what Steve Martin maybe looks like Leslie Nielsen.
Maybe, or yeah, I don't know. To me, well, I guess you could easily think of Leslie Nielsen or also Robert Hayes. We
Robert
just
Hayes is
saw
Chevy
a little
Chase
bit of that. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, now they're
No.
Frosty's going to go for the losing it camp. That's what I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It is not either one of them. 14.5% ABV on this Pinot Noir, which seems to be like just the going wine like ABV these days. I know I joke about it every time, but it definitely has. It's gone up over the years since we've been trying for over a decade now, different wines and things. It seems like what used to be like, oh, this is 11, this is 11.5, this is 12. It's like seems like consistently 13 or 14 and above.
Inching up.
Slowly inching up so that's now even more than a foot.
These are actually your Pinot glasses too.
These are actually the 100%
That's why I have to always
glasses.
bring over Pinot.
That's
Noir.
true. I'm fine
Yeah,
with that
just,
too. 100% fine with that if you choose to just bring over Pinot Noirs.
And this was, we had decided on this one. I'd narrowed it down to 3.
Correct.
You said, how about one of those 2? And then I turned it over to our Southern California
Wine connoisseur.
And he very quickly responded, SLO Pinot. So that's what we're doing.
The slow, as you just
The slow.
you just turned me on
San
to.
Luis
The
Obispo.
slow. I would actually like to go back to a Pinot that I always remember used to being one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Because I haven't had it in so long, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that one still is my favorite, or what memory of it that and it's not like it was an expensive, amazing bottle, but it was just one of my first ones that I. No,
Oh, wait,
no,
There's no Charles Shaw Pinot.
I was gonna say, do they make? Is that like $5 Chuck? Like, what would
Yeah.
that be?
No.
No, that's the Coppola. Like
Coppola,
because I haven't
yep.
had that one in so long. It's like, oh, I should try that one because that used to be that nice under $15.
Yep.
Pinot Noir. Who knows? Maybe it's not that.
Maybe
cheap
we found
anymore.
the new one.
I didn't know he has. Coppola actually has a new movie coming out at some point this year, and he financed like most of it himself, like 100, like some crazy amount. And because I think
Godfather
he
4?
Yeah, no, thankfully no. I can't remember what it's actually about, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. I kind of forgot he was still directing and doing that stuff. But yeah, it's like pretty much all financed by what is it, Zoetrope Picture, whatever his movie company is. But anyway.
I know it shouldn't influence me, but whenever I can see through a red wine, I'm usually like, dang it, it's thin. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. It's
Not
just
with
one
a
of
Pinot
those,
Noir.
Yeah, it doesn't
I think
necessarily mean
honestly, if
that.
I couldn't on a Pinot Noir, I'd be like, ooh, what did they do wrong? Because I expect that one to be a little bit lighter. Like, see,
Yeah.
I still want some
Yeah.
fruit and some cherry and stuff like that, which I'm actually getting in the
Yeah,
aroma.
there's a lot of nice fruit in there.
That's actually a really nice aroma. Well, maybe even a little blueberry, like blueberry, raspberry, and then maybe even like some other darker, like
Good that we have this wide bowl for this, because there's a little. I do get a little heat.
a little bit, but not too bad though. Not too
there's
bad at all.
some-
And you saw me. I just opened it just here. If you're here for the live show. Zoetrope is the one that spins with loads of static images that looks like animation. I think that's actually what that's called, Bread Dough. I believe you're right. You reckon you could infuse pure ethanol with chai and certain fungi to make the ultimate spiritual awakening drink? I mean, if you actually remembered that you even did it after having pure ethanol. Like, I mean, let's be
I
fair.
remember I did something, but
I made something. It was here. I woke up there. Not
What did
far,
I do?
Not far from it. Yeah, that's a really nice aroma. I thought of something so stupid. That smells above its weight.
yeah,
Because you always say it drinks above its
Or
weight.
punches above its weight, or-
weight.
yeah.
So, yeah, that sniffs above its weight.
it sniffs.
That's so stupid.
That sniffs above its
It just hit
nostril.
me. Yeah, it's just like that smells better than a $12 wine. Like, I don't know.
Sniffs above its. Yeah,
If you even survive to tell the
sniffs
tale.
above the belt. Wait, no.
Wait a minute.
Oh, hey.
Smell the glove above the belt. I made a note of it. I can't remember if I made a note of it, but actually someone that Gergers that comes in chat usually sometimes during the week drinks a fair amount of wine, and he was talking about one that he was like, oh, you need to look for this one. It was something, I don't think it was exclusive to Total Wine, but that's like where he gets it or something like that. I'm trying to, I have that note written down. At some point next time I go there, I need to pick up a bottle to give that a try. I think it was a cab of some sort. Wait a moment, I don't know why the capital V is in there. Meant to be abbreviated as ABV as a reference, or have I not fully found it? It is not. But it would be if you put a V there.
That'd be AboutBeverages.
Yeah, I think, if you put beverages, like then, that's how Backyard used to say it. Beverages, how are you? That's what I used to do.
AboutBeverages.
That would be good, though. That would be ABV. Wait, was that one of our name options?
ABV?
Did we have something like that?
I don't think so. I still have.
We should bring up that list sometime.
I do have that list.
That would be a fun, like, silly channel point redemption. Like, read us one of your original name ideas.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that for a few. It's going to be a while, but there's several people in chat that have been letting me know where their point totals are because they're like, we're going to make Keith flex again. It's going to be a while, so don't worry about it. But just make sure the next year or so.
No, you got to have something different. The Andrew flex.
No one wants to see me flex.
Yeah, I flexed already.
Everyone wants to keep flex.
I flexed.
And they also want the shirt. They like the shirts. I think it's more about the free shirt. That used to be my goal. Was it? I know. Well, you're not going to hit the goal if you keep doing the channel point things. That's why you got to tease them with other stuff. Because I've had people be like, "Oh, I used up all these channel points on these videos." Like, oh, you're not going to get to the key flex now.
I'm never even going to get to the key.
Mercy spent like all my points the last stream, so that at this point, no point. Oh, that's true. That's true. They did do that. That was funny. That is quite good, actually. That is honestly, that is one of the best Trader Joe's wines you brought over in the last month or so.
It's the only one I brought over in the last month.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, good.
No, but in the last 2 months, the last 3 or 4 that you brought over, we've kind of liked them. You've liked them maybe a little more than I have. This one doesn't have obviously any of that kind of tannicness to it. It's not too dry. The fruit is still coming out. Like I said, it's leaning more now, not quite the sweet that I got on the nose. It's more of the raspberry cherry kind of notes. There's a little bit of, I'm sure I don't know if they did, but there's a little bit of oak, there's a little bit of another kind of, darker character in there that's not a fruit. That's just really good. That's just easy drinking.
I get a little black currant and even maybe a touch of licorice in there.
Oh, really?
There's some licorice.
Okay.
At least that first sip was that way. I don't know if I've just become a little desensitized, but there was a little bit that was heavier when I took that first sip. But yeah, it's a nice aroma. But you have some reviews, you said, right? Or that you skimmed?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Of the different. I wonder what.
So for the 2021 version,
not this one.
Right. This is the 2022.
The reverse wine snob. Okay.
Yeah. So this one, he said, black cherry, cranberry, a little strawberry, touches of rhubarb, earth, and licorice.
Oh, okay. I was last.
Mentioned that. Tasting the wine to reveal smooth, juicy fruit. Probably not juicy fruit, the gum, but juicy fruit.
Yes.
Good balance, good depth, and good acidity. This is quite a nice example of Pinot Noir for the price. I would agree.
Okay.
We were probably not going to agree with this other one. So this is the one for the 2022.
Same guy or the
taste watery with a lack of flavor notes. Typically in a Pinot Noir, I can pick out some kind of fruitiness aside from the grapes, of course. But in this Grand Reserve, the tastes are just that, reserved. There is no punch or sweetness. It's a wine that is dry, but somehow also has low tannin. I don't think. Yeah, it's weird. This person only talks about color, and then they go right to the taste. They don't really kind of blend in the aroma stuff in there. Huh. But yeah, I completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah,
to me, this is more what the 21 was.
I definitely wouldn't call it sweet.
No.
But that's not what I'm looking for in a Pinot Noir.
No, I don't want sweet for my
that's
reds.
I mean,
although we do have...
I do like in the Zinfandels when those bring, because of the jammy or heavier fruit. I like those
kind
of Zinfandels.
All right.
I'm sorry, not talking... Yeah, if we switch grapes and stay in reds, there are some that I do. But for the most part, yes, this is what I'm looking for.
But you don't want it to be a sweet wine.
No, I don't want it to be a sweet...
You're saying sweetness from the fruit.
I have sweetness from the fruit.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'm never talking about not that kind of
We've got a couple of wines at work that are, one's they're chillable, a chillable wine. And then there's another that's like.
Does that mean you just relax with it and watch
you
Netflix
chill.
or something?
You chill out. Yeah.
Chill and watch Netflix.
It's meant to be chilled. I haven't really looked at it too much, but
I don't know if I license for this.
license to chill.
Thank you.
License to chill out. Yeah.
She also thinks you're cool, by the way. Oh my gosh. She started a cookbook, except it's not recipes, but flavor. A cookbook of flavors. Add X for Y flavor. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. That sounds a little sciencey. I like that. Rudimentary measurements like about here in a shot glass is too much. If you go here, you've gone too much. I like that, Bredo. That's cool. Is it a Netflix and chill wine? I mean, I would definitely watch some Netflix with this one. I like this. Like this definitely makes me want to have a little cheese platter.
I'm getting
a
more
little
raspberry
charcuterie
now.
thing. Yeah.
At the end, yeah. I'll probably just needed to open up and develop a little bit more, but that's $12.99.
All right. No, that's
If you want to have some in your wine cellar.
That's definitely an easy recommend for me, for sure. I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve 2022 San Luis Obispo Coast. Is there just a San Luis Obispo?
That's the town, yeah.
So there's a town, and then it's like you have to go to the coast, and then the grapes happen.
Yes.
Okay,
Probably, yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
You can replace the apple flavor of an apple with a grape flavor using a fairly simple process. Could make some cider with it to see what happens. Oh, okay. Kind of swap out some flavor. That's a neat idea for a cookbook, a flavor cookbook. Chemical process, by the way, bear that in mind, but it's simple. I mean, chemical processes are simple yet dangerous.
Tepid.
Mistletoe can be deadly when you eat it. Kiss can be deadly when you mean it.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's
No.
when you kiss somebody for real.
That's when you kiss someone for serious.
It's
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh wait, we're gonna get flagged.
And then Carla's like, hopefully our voice is doing those. It works better. That's so funny.
We'll have to reenact the ones that get flagged. We'll just redo the redemption. Yeah.
Now, Rebecca,
Stuck in
counseling
the-
people is what I do. Please let me help you.
Stuck in this crummy bar. Robin's in prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I have to sell my Mercedes. Oh, I see. I'll give you $5,000 for it and take over the payments.
6,000 firm.
Deal. Damn, it's good to heal. We should see. That'd be hilarious if that got flagged.
Wow.
Because that was pretty, we actually kind of know that one. That would be pretty funny. Basically, toss an apple in bird something. Oh, gross. Mixed with a few parts of water.
Bird something.
I don't want to know what that bird something is. Bredo, you can stop your description.
Bird something.
You can no more.
Bird something.
Bird something.
Not Larry Bird something.
So we're talking a little bit about, like I said, in a couple weeks, we're, like I said, with the draft happening, obviously, both of us being Bears fans, me even a little more so than my brother, that we're going to try and kind of have the draft on and figure out some way that we can kind of just share in that for at least the kind of be the whole focus of that show. But we're going to probably try and get what kind of arc do you want to do? How big an arc? We'll be splitting whatever of each that we get, but do like kind of an arc of beers so we can kind of have that to talk about as we're watching the draft with you. Like I said, again, can't really put it up on the screen, but I'll
Definitely get
figure
flagged for that.
I would definitely get flagged for that. The NFL probably be interested in saying hi. But yeah, I'll figure out some way. I know there's a couple people that do draft like shows, so I'll see if they have some sort of thing that they do or are able to do besides just all of a sudden going like, oh, it's this, like just yelling that every once in a while. Hey! I mean, I could create something we can just type and change
and do a very famous radio voice.
Yeah. What's wrong with his voice?
What's wrong with his voice?
I'm here to a very Boston pub called Cheers.
A popular Boston watering hole
That's
called
what it is. Yeah.
What's wrong? Gee, Sam. Oh man, I gotta watch some of those again.
But yeah, so are you thinking like 4 or thinking like if we're doing like 16-ounce cans or something like that?
Well, we were talking about, I maybe not for all of them, maybe at least one of them having an actual.
I mean, the first one we
crowler.
start with, if depending, I guess it could depend on which one we find that's the lighter one.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have obviously our local tap and bottle. Like I said, you can do crowlers and stuff there. So we
right
could at
on
least have a
draft.
draft for the draft.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe do like a little mini arc of something from either a sessionable of an IPA or like some sort of Pilsner or lager, like up through. Like
I could
going
bring.
into a stout.
I could dip into the. I still have that.
Your private
I have a
stash.
Boot Hill Black still at the house, but that might be nice for the listening party when we ever get to the Elton John listening party.
When are we going to do
We can
that?
do that, and I also have that Avery stout aged in tequila barrels or something. I bought one of those. You said Jay
yeah,
had bought,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I have one of the. I was looking at that the other day. I was like, okay.
Main reason
Got a
I'm
few
making
things.
Main reason I'm making the
Hey,
cookbook is
brothers.
because bread dough has an absolutely horrific sense of taste. Yes, I stole his phone. He also wants to learn how to cook. I thought I'd make it so he can have an idea in his head and use his common sense to make food from the flavor. That's a great idea and very kind of you, for sure. Hey, brothers, how's it going? But yeah, like I said, so we'll do some sort of flight of something that we'll kind of pick and just kind of hang out and watch the draft together, and we'll cobble together what we can show on screen and stuff like that. But yeah, just so plan on that for a couple weeks.
A couple weeks.
So if you're someone that like literally, I mean, we're going to be talking about the beverages and stuff
we'll
too.
have some fun. It
and
won't be
things,
all.
but it'll probably be a fair amount of sports. So if sports are literally not
like,
something you want
we're
to
not
do.
like I'm not like Mel Kiper or something. I'm not going to be breaking down every person.
No.
Yeah. It's not like it's
No,
gonna
it'll probably be like,
nonstop.
oh my God, that was a great pick. Wow, I can't believe the Vikings traded all that. That helps the Bears. Great.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of stuff. Those things.
I can't believe the Bears traded Justin Fields and didn't take a quarterback number 1. Oh wait.
That would be a very Bears thing to do, wouldn't it?
Oh man.
Oh. No, this is one of the first like most sure things. I would literally almost bet my house on this one, just with the whole like they've only seen one quarterback come in. He's only taken one visit to one team. It's like I think it's pretty much he's there. That deal is done. That deal is done. We just followed him on Twitter, like so. It's the done deal.
We're following
It's
Caleb
done.
Williams.
We're following Caleb Williams on Twitter. It's a done deal. See,
The next
brothers is one of them. 11,739,000 to go for my shirt to see Keith Boy flex those muscles.
I really wish you would take that
Everyone
one down.
loved it.
I've done it already.
Everyone had such a good time.
I've done it, and I'm older now. Those muscles don't look so good anymore. They didn't look good then, but they look even worse
Maybe
now.
before it happens, we could buy you like a long sleeve shirt that just like looks like a flex man. And
Just
then
well,
kinda-
yeah. What was it? The SpongeBob episode, remember, where he has the arms that he blows up.
We could look for those. That'd be funny. Gonna go now. It's late for us. 2 a.m. It was nice to meet you,
2
Keith,
a.m.
and to
Oh my
express
gosh.
my idea. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Bread
nice to
Dough's
meet you as
ADHD science gave you some interesting ideas for yourself. It did. That is super cool. Bread Dough.
2 a.m. So it must be across the.
Oh yeah, they're across the pond.
Okay.
Yeah,
across
for
the
sure.
pond. All right.
Mercy, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, Brothers is counting down up to 11,000. It takes a while. You got time. You just got to stay in shape for like about another. You got like 2 more years to stay in shape.
Things go downhill a lot quicker when you get to where I'm at. So it really goes down.
That's funny. There's even as that kind of sits a little more, I get even a little more of that. Maybe into the licorice you're talking about. There is like a darker kind of note there at the end. I'm also still getting a little bit. I don't know. There's like a little oaky kind of woody thing in there.
No,
too.
what was the here? I'll have another
Oh, sure.
thing alcoholic before this. So.
I know. That's what's kind of
I'm
nice
doing
when we
all
do
right.
that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I have enjoyed having at least one thing most of the time. No, we don't do it every time, but at least
Right.
usually we do.
Oh, do you have the cut sheet for it or whatever?
I
or
sent
not the
you
cut
that.
sheet. What do they call it?
Yeah, the info sheet.
Info sheet.
This
The countdown is on. I love it, brothers. How are you doing today? How was the rest of your day? What did you get up to?
So at least last year's was vegan, so that means they didn't fine it with anything animal.
No clarifying.
Or at least what they used was not.
Okay.
Yeah, animal based. Oak level just says moderate. So
Okay, so there's some oak. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm picking up on a little, like it's definitely not over oaked in any way, but there's a little bit, like it's kind of the perfect amount with the fruit that's in here. Is this one that is a limited release?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, we got it in. I'd say it's probably been about a month now, but we still have a good amount. We also right now have it would have been, I guess, maybe if we would have been closer to maybe Thanksgiving, we could have done a comparison because we have a Russian River Grand Reserve Pinot right now.
Ooh.
So just, compare the two. I mean,
I do usually
we
like
could
my
do
Russian Rivers.
Well, we could do it next week too, I guess. Refresh ourselves, go to YouTube and watch our videos here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. What do you think for next week then? I still have a whiskey that I haven't had yet, too, or I have many of those, but I have that one that I had told you about. That's the Oak and Eden, where it's the oak stave that's in there, and it's that higher rye mash bill. But then the stave that's in there was a coffee stave, so it's like a coffee kind of infusion that they do.
Oh,
in
that
there.
sounds good.
Yeah, we could try that next week, like at the back end.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't even opened that one yet because I kept wanting. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty fun for a podcast." Like even to talk about it. The other one that I finished was good. Like I said, it was definitely solid. I think this one I would, in theory, everything on the bottle I should like this one even more. Like I said, the higher proof, it's 114 proof.
Do you still have
it'd be in the
something
rye.
from Frey to try, or did you try
From Frey Ranch? I've got multiple things from there.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? That's the other one we could try. Have you shared some Disaronno? I have not. You're talking about the beverage, right? That's not that other secret thing that we do playing.
Whoa.
Easy.
We call it a Disaronno cream.
That's right.
And
When
so
Plenty
will
and I
you.
get together, we have the Disaronno cream.
They call it Rancho Relaxo.
And so do we.
And so do we.
I love that. God. Simpsons, man. It's so good. I have not. Yeah, actually, Plenty re-upped my bottle of the Disaronno.
Oh, wow.
For the Amaretto
Okay.
sours.
Very
and then
nice.
also wanted me to try, so I
Very
have a
nice.
bottle of the Disaronno cream. So it's like one you just pour like over ice. Or
Oh,
I actually
okay.
did that and tasted it, which I actually liked. Like I was kind of like, oh, this might be now too much of the
Too
Amaretto
much, yeah.
flavor. But it wasn't. I actually liked it. Like I said, over ice, it was just kind of like a nice little chill
Yeah.
drink. And then it was good. I put it in my coffee.
Oh.
Put it in my coffee, and that was a nice, solid option, which I think, Planty, do you do that too sometimes?
Once during the holidays, we get that bourbon cream. So
That is like really popular. Amazing. Yeah, it is amazing in coffee because then it is the creamer part, but then you get a little bit of that amaretto, especially like if you do the amaretto French roast. The tweaks.
tweaks.
The tweaks.
Amaretto
Amaretto French roast.
decaf.
Um,
And a morning sunrise.
and a morning sunrise. But yeah, no, he has not had any of that yet. Do you keep yours in the refrigerator? I wish I could drink coffee.
It's in the refrigerator.
Yeah, there's some, like I said, there are definitely some people, like I said, with the caffeine and the other things going on, you can't, like I said, can't have coffee. You do? Okay, maybe I should I might put mine in the fridge then too. That seems like the good way to go. Someone came into the chat earlier this week, and it was they were like super friendly, but they're like, well, based on the theme of About Beverages in your chat, because they've never been in the channel before. About beverages, what would be a good beverage question to ask you? Something like, it was just like such a random, this is what you get.
No, I know you. I can't do what you do.
And I was like, well, I said, usually people that are in here for the first time usually ask me what's my favorite drink. I said, which is impossible to answer, or what's my favorite this. I said, but I said I was in coffee for, over 20 years. And I said, one of the things people sometimes get confused, I said, is that they think green tea has no caffeine in it. So that's usually, I said, one thing. I said, so it does have caffeine in it. I said, it kind of hits you differently. So sometimes tea and caffeine, like
The
it's not as
absorption.
much.
Yep.
The absorption happens differently. So sometimes that's a little bit that way, but yeah, like I said, so that was one thing. Like, oh, okay, thanks. I didn't know. So what about chicory coffee? Yeah, chicory is, so
It's not really coffee. Chicory
Yes.
is chicory, but
It's-
chicory, I guess chicory coffee would be chicory coffee that's had chicory added to it.
yeah, there's a couple of different ways they could do
Oh.
that. Chicory's what made people drank as coffee substitute.
Yeah.
Yes, because it kind of has that flavor. It's a bark, right, from a tree.
Yeah, and I think it was during there was like wartime or whatever.
Well, they
that
used to
when
do that
coffee
to
was
extend their
scarce.
coffee rations, which
It's
a lot of
it's
times
a
when people,
southern
yeah,
thing.
when a lot of times when people do chicory coffee, then it was always that they would like it would be a blend of that in there. Like we used to have people.
Yeah, we
you'd
would
to
have
do
we
that.
had chicory
We did
at Arbuckle
Yep,
for a while.
we had to
yeah.
do that. We always had to do that blend.
Yeah.
1800s as well. Okay, but yeah, I'm sure people could drink it completely straight. It'd be a little bit sour for at least the ones that we had would always
Yeah.
be. It was kind of added a sour flavor to it. But yeah, if you really want to, I don't know if that does that have some sort of caffeinated like properties? Because usually, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
probably half the people that drink coffee do like it, but they also drink it because it's doing it for the caffeine. I don't know if chicory, like I said, I don't think chicory does. Or even as because I know like it was always what yerba mate also does not have caffeine, but it has something in it that is like
But now I
caffeine.
think you've said that they actually are saying, yeah, it was matein or whatever.
Oh yeah, because they
remember
call it
back
something
in the day.
else.
Gosh, it's funny. I realize, and it's funny as I was talking yesterday and sharing my coffee knowledge. I'm like,
You don't have to quote knowledge.
well, but
you don't. Stop.
But a lot of this is like knowledge that was knowledge 19
It doesn't matter.
years ago.
It's still valid. Cope. Oh my God. Resub time for my favorite beverage bros. Cope, thank you for the 43 months.
43 months.
Appreciate you so much, Cope.
Gosh,
That is
that's
super
almost
nice.
4 years.
Super, super nice. Drink Dwayne Johnson's Zoa energy drink for the caffeine. Yeah, okay. All right, so you're allergic to the coffee bean. Sorry, I just went back and caught that. That's so funny that Cope just came in and was super kind with that resub of the 43 months. That was literally the one I was going to mention. You said, are there any other Frey Ranch things we haven't tried? Cope and I have tried, but you have not tried the one that was the smoked American single malt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, it was good.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it was good.
You're like, yeah, you don't need to try it.
No, you should try it. It was
No,
delicious.
you shouldn't have it because I want it.
Well, Cope actually finished his
Because
bottle.
Litha's having a pour tonight.
No, thankfully, I don't think she'd like that one because it's not in the Scotch area, but there's a little smokiness to it.
I was
so then
wondering,
that's usually kind of her initial thing. But yeah, Cope finished his bottle as we streamed. I still had about this much left. It's a 375. Yeah, no,
How
we
long
did.
was the stream?
Oh, we were on for about 7 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we were streaming and drinking and talking. Yeah, I have
streamed for an hour.
about 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
It was a fantastic bottle and may or may not have finished it. Yeah.
May or may not.
May or may not.
Is there
But yeah,
video proof?
there's like a little bit like left. There's probably about that much left in mine.
I shan't. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be grappled into submission. No. No, there's no shaming here. There's
But
no
no, it
judgment.
was not only fantastic, like just sipping on it and trying it that way, but then obviously we went a little over and above, so we both made an old fashioned with it. Oh my God.
Wow.
As an old fashioned, because I already had a little bit of that smoke in there. And then we had the orange, and then I added some of my chocolate bitters in there too. So we had the chocolate bitters, a little bit of smoke, and that. Oh my God. Cope. It was so, we both made, I think 2 of those went down, plus like I said, the beverage consumption itself. But
And
yeah,
it was
great.
all for the viewers.
It was all for the viewers. It was.
Of course.
It helps enhance the dialogues that we have together. It made quite the old fashioned. It was an expensive old fashioned, but it was a very good old fashioned for sure.
You know what? Life is short. Enjoy it.
Yeah, like that's because actually my wife last night was like, because usually I'll be like, oh, do you want anything to drink? Like I'm going to make something. She's like, oh, what are you making? I said, well, I'm not sure. If you say something that I also want, I will make it double, kind of thing. And she's like, oh, I'll have an old fashioned. I was like, you've never asked for an old fashioned. I'm like, okay. Like I don't have an exacting recipe for that. So kind of had to throw it together, but I used some of that Vantage barrel bourbon for that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like when you're doing the old fashioned, you step up the bourbon that's in there because it's just such the star of the show. It's practically like having a shot. You know what I mean?
We still have to do our blind tasting of
Rise
Rise
or Scotch. Oh, Scotch is what we were going to do.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. We're so selfless. We drank it all for the people.
For the children. Oh, wait, no, not for
we did it for the people. For the children. Children. Da, 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 da. We did drink it all. But also from Frey though, I have not opened the uncut bourbon that I bought. And then I have a barrel proof rye from them as well that I have not opened. So I have 2 that I have not opened. I also have that Weller full proof. That was my unicorn bottle. That's super hard to find.
Right.
I haven't opened that one yet. I should open that Whistle Pig that Jay gave me like 3 years ago. I've never opened it. It's that 12 year. I just have it sitting up on the shelf.
Now it's even more years.
You can find it. Like you can find it. It's like a hard one to find, but it was this one was like, oh, this one's kind of pricey. I should keep this one. Yeah. So it was like, but like I said, yeah, we have those. But yeah, that Frey Ranch one, you should just have a sip of at some point. Like I said, I've been trying to keep that one, but that one's pretty fantastic. How did the rest of the stream go the other night, Cope, when you were streaming, doing some fundraising the other night? I forget. God, who was it you were... God, I don't know why I literally just went out of my head who you were streaming with, but that was super fun watching that too. Oh, that's right. And you sent me that bottle, but I'm thinking about it the other day. I'm going to need to find out how to ship a whole bottle. Oh, that's right. You have to ship a whole bottle. You have to pack it really well. Yeah, Cope was actually what was it, 2 weeks ago? Was actually in Kentucky and Tennessee and was visiting some different distilleries and bought another bottle that is going to come here that we get to try then too. Dang. Yeah, it looks really good. It's from kind of a more local distiller there too, I think. Yeah, he got to do a tasting of it and he picked out the one. He's like, I bought one for myself, bought one for you too. I was like, all right. That sounds amazing.
It's a very generous man.
Mm-hmm.
All that grappling has gone to his brain.
In the best way possible.
In the best way possible.
The best way possible.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know what. Jav in chat sent me some smaller ones. I'm going to have to allegedly disguise a shipment in a video game, hypothetically. Yeah, exactly. When he sent his, it was funny because Jav sent those 2 handshakes that we tried. So they were smaller bottles in a little box. He obviously wrapped them and packed them really well. But then on top of that, he actually put in a box of M&Ms. Because then it's when they shake it, you don't hear the liquid moving. If people are here, you just hear the. I was like, well, I've never heard that. He's like, I was being extra cautious. I was like, that's really smart. And even better was he sent me peanut M&Ms, which are my favorite. Okay. And I didn't even.
And he knew.
He did not. It was a guess. Okay. It was the perfect guess. But yeah, when I've had other stuff shipped, actually, I don't know. Do you have the packaging left over it might have been a little small, but do you have the packaging left over from either the Frey Ranch shipment or your Dragon's Milk, the Origin bourbon? Do you have anything left from that? Because if it's that like thick bubble wrap, gonna buy a teddy bear and stuff. Oh wow, that teddy bear!
Oh my! Oh Teddy,
Go to a Build-A-Bear workshop. And you're like, oh, what do you want us to stuff? Nothing. Actually, can you put this bourbon bottle in there for me? We're talking about how to ship a bourbon bottle of bourbon, Crocodile.
Yeah,
it's not as dirty as it thinks.
Good to get one of those and sit on it for Thanksgiving or just for any day. Not really sit on it.
You could put it in your wine fridge, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did you wind up getting a new wine fridge? You did, didn't you?
A few years ago. Yeah,
Okay,
I had to
it's
get
been that long.
Yeah. Yep.
We still have never replaced ours. It's just now basically a glorified rack. I think Jay finally, like theirs had gone.
Is this
too.
some kind of bust?
Yeah. Yes, it's very impressive.
Is this some kind of glorified rack? Yes. That'd be a funny shirt. Glorified rack. Have a picture of a wine fridge. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know.
There's something there.
Maybe. I don't know. Could be.
How about if it just said literally nice rack and then had a picture of a wine rack?
Wine, all right, yeah.
That's actually not bad. Why don't you write that down? Where's your opening up?
Well, that might be a little too suggestive. I know. How's the new phone working out for you?
Oh, it's great.
Okay, good.
All of a sudden I saw a note.
I also, too, I like that you got, it included MLB. You have the MLB app.
Yeah, T-Mobile gave us everything.
Dang, I know. It's wonderful.
I like that. Where can I buy it? We're working on it. I'm going to write it down right now so we don't forget. Because then on the back, you could just have the About Beverage, like the logo that we like.
Yeah.
How we like the logo thing on the back. Oh,
Yeah, when that guy told me about that.
Maybe we could have Alex like do some neat like bistro picture of it. I'm telling you, this is something.
Did you know that you had the MLB app, or was it after I told you?
I had already actually signed up for it.
Oh, you had? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Because my one coworker, he's like, yeah, I have T-Mobile. And I was like, oh, my brother just got T-Mobile. I wonder if he has it. So anyway.
Yeah, I had actually,
Okay.
it was like one of the, because we have Netflix now. Netflix and Apple TV came with our deal, like just pack it like basically for free or part of the service until we sign up. If we'd done a one higher up package, we could have had Hulu, but it was like had commercials and stuff. And the Netflix one has commercials, but they're really not that bad. I don't know if do you have Netflix?
We do. We have the non-commercial version. Okay.
It's at least with what we've been watching with that Resident Alien and other shows, like it's been maybe one during a 45-minute show and it's like 15 seconds. Like it's really not obtrusive. Yeah. Paramount Plus was terrible. I think it was Paramount and there was like, maybe it was Peacock. There was a couple that like we had for a little bit around football season when I paid so we could watch those games. And it was just like, oh my God, this is abysmal.
Too much.
It was like 2 minutes of like not a joke, like 2 minutes of commercials.
Yeah, I hate it. It's depressing when all of a sudden that number comes up.
200 seconds.
Yeah,
you're like, oh my God. Like 180
well, at least you
seconds.
know how long you have to go.
Yeah.
Work on.
Walk away or something like that, I suppose. But yeah. I did see that the opening football game, because actually speaking since Frosty's here, it's Green Bay and the Eagles. And did you see it's going to be in Brazil?
I did not see
It's going to be in São Paulo, and it's going to be exclusively on Peacock. Opening football game.
Wow.
Why are they doing? I mean, I know why, but it's like, why? I know why, but like, why?
I know.
Why is it not at least just straight up on NBC?
Yeah, I don't know.
Watch Twitch with ads.
Because they
That's
want
the
money.
thing. Like Twitch finally got me, Frosty. Like I now pay for Turbo. Like Turbo on Twitch. It's like as opposed to like, shouldn't say this because you need to sub to the channel. But like
I do sub to the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, for everyone else here, they shouldn't know about this.
Oh.
But no, like I said, yeah, if you do Twitch Turbo, then it's like you pay like, I think it's $13 now a month, but then there's no ads on any channel you go.
Oh, okay.
You're not really supporting any other streamers, which of course we still need to do. But yeah, like I said, so that's because that just got abysmal. So many people were just running ads. Like I don't run that many ads. So it's like my channel wasn't that big a deal, but like, yeah, so many others I go and it's like, felt like every 15 minutes you'd be in, all of a sudden an ad would pop up. It was worse than television. It's like, come on, you're pushing me away. You're pushing me away.
Shun. To push away.
To push away. All right. So next week we've got, we'll do that whiskey that I was just talking about, that rye whiskey I was talking about.
I'll come up with something.
Sushi, no. I shouldn't have said anything. It doesn't actually work in the state of Arizona. But yeah, what else are you thinking? Did you want to still do a wine on top of that, or is that too much? Would you rather do some agua caliente?
I think we should try. I think since you haven't had one yet, maybe I'll get a fresher one. I think we should try that Big Spill Pills at least.
Big Spill Pills.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
As part of that, and we'll figure out something else as the third component.
Okay.
So
that's the third component.
The third component.
Okay.
But who are we gonna drop in on?
We've got to go say hi to Jav.
We should.
Got to go say hi. I have not said hi to Jav in a little while, so we're going to go say hi to him. He is streaming some Destiny. He is farming time, so he must be finishing up some Triumphs and doing some other farming things and such. So we're going to go say hi to him. But yeah, so next week, we'll have a Pilsner. We'll have some whiskey and maybe a little something else thrown in the mix there too. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be watching some...
We're going to go draft.
Watching some draft day football while having some drafts. So there'll be a multitude of beers across an arc. We'll probably try and fit a sour in there, I would think. Probably have some sort of a couple lighter things, an IPA, and maybe finish with a stout of some sort will be the plan.
We'll draft arc.
I've stopped watching channels when I start getting 9 ads every 10 minutes. It's, yeah, Frosty, like I get it. Like you try and support people, but sometimes it's just like, oh my God, why are you running this many ads? Like you're just, it's unnecessary. It is just kind of unnecessary. But yeah, let's go say hi to Jav. He is super, super nice. If you guys are not following him, make sure you hit the heart as soon as you get in there. And we will see you all, next week? Usual, same bat time, same bat channel?
That's right.
What time would that be?
Good night, everyone.
When would that be?
4:30
Pacific.
7:30
Eastern.
That's right.
We will see you next week.
Across the pond, who knows?